Hey guys, welcome back. And we're back again with another interesting video for you. This time we are going to design a Marksheet using HTML and CSS. So let's get started. We'll start with some HTML. We'll say Marksheet as the title. And I will include two CDN links over here. The first one is for Bootstrap, while the second one is for Font Awesome because I'll be using some of the icons over here. So let's get into the body then. We'll start with a container. And inside container, I'll create a class with Marksheet. And then I will create a header, something like header. So div class equals Marksheet header. And it will have class equals Marksheet logo. For the Marksheet logo, I'm not going to use any image. I will reuse Font Awesome over here. FAS, FA. I think there's something like this, graduation cap. And let's make it 3x, the font size. Let's see how it looks. Okay, not bad. Now what I can do is I can change the color of this icon to 3A 8EDA. Let's see, it should be something in blue shade. Perfect. So this is the header. Then I will need Marksheet title, which will say something like the name of the school or the university. Excellence Academy. I'm naming it Excellence Academy. All right. And then something like academic year 2024, 2025. Then I will also need, let's give some space and then say student Marksheet. This should work fine. Okay, perfect. We're going to add CSS later on. So let's continue with our HTML for now. Then I'll need some student information. So let me make student info. Let's create an info row. And inside we will have multiple informations like info item. And inside item, let's create a div with label, info label, student name. And something like John Doe. Then what I can do, I can copy it and how many do I want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go with 6 items. So what after student name? Maybe roll number. I don't know what will be the roll number. 464. Then it can be class. Class maybe, I don't know, 12. And what next? Date of birth. It could be 15th May 2008. Then it can be father's name, Robert Smith. And then mother's name. You can change the fields as per your requirement. Let's go with Sarah Smith. All right. Okay. We'll be adding CSS later on. So after student info, I will need the table for the actual Marksheet. So let me create a div with class table responsive. And inside it, I'll obviously need a table with class table stripe. So let's not go with this type. Bordered. And then I can call it marks table so that I can add custom CSS later on. Margin bottom. 0. Let's create a T head, and inside it I'll have a TR followed by TH. So what do I need? Subject code, the name of the subject, then full marks maybe, and pass marks. Then I will need marks obtained, and finally the grade. So I can now make the T body, and it will also have the same thing, but I need to convert the TH into TD. Perfect. So what could be the math 01? This could be the subject code, and subject would be mathematics. Mathematics, full marks 100, pass marks maybe 35, and marks obtained maybe 95. So it will be A plus. In the same way, I can add multiple rows over here. Let's go with this. Let me just change the subject names. Physics 01, and it could be physics out of 100. Let's not change the percentage and marks. Let's go with chemistry 01. Chemistry. What next? CS 01. Computer science. Let me remove this row. Perfect. Okay, I have the table ready. Now what after table? Maybe I need to show the total marks as well. So I'll make use of tfoot. tr class equals table secondary, and inside tr td col span should be 2 because I want to merge 2 columns over here, and it will say total. Then td class equals font weight bold. 500 would be the total marks. Class equals font weight bold. The pass marks total could be 175, I guess. And font weight bold. Marks obtained. I don't know. Let's go with some random one. And the grade, let's make it empty for now. And I can add another row as well. It will also be table secondary. I'll create td with col span 2 and some classes as well. Class equals text end and font weight bold. And this will be per percentage. td col span 3 class font weight bold. This will be the percent. I know it is 6.3%. And then the grade. td class equals grade A. Maybe because it is A. Perfect. This is looking good now. Then after table, what I can do, I can create another div with results section. Let's go with div class deflex. Justify content between div class equals margin bottom 2, maybe strong tag, grading scale. I'll show the information about grading scale over here. So after MB2, I can create another div. Let me call it small. and it will have div span class equals grade A, which is A plus, and it should be between 90 to 100. If the marks obtained or the percentage is between 90 to 100, it is A plus. Span, I can call it outstanding. Then I can add multiple divs over here. So for A, it could be 80 to 89. For B plus, it could be 70 to 79. For B, let's go with 60 to 69. And finally for C, 50 to 59. You can add more if you want. And I can change this text as well. Excellent, very good, good, average, something like this. All right. Then I can show if the student is pass or not. So for that, this is the deep close, this is the small, this is this div. I can make another div over here, I think so. Text end, and I can add class margin bottom 3 with result box, and it will be pass with some icon over here. Check circle, margin start 1. After MB3, can start another div, and inside this div, class font weight bold, the issue date. Let's use the date for today. It's 4th April 2025. Also, I can add something like certificate number. I don't know. I'm doing it random numbers for now. Then finally, I may need to add a signature section where the principal or the class teacher will have their signature. So after text end, this will be the deflex. Perfect. This will be result section. And after result section, I can add a new section. I'll call it signature section. Class equals signature. Signature line. This will be per class teacher. Similarly, you can add more signature for the principal. And finally for examination controller. Perfect. So I'm almost done with the HTML part. Now I can add CSS to make it look very attractive, right? So let's start with the body itself. Or body, I'm gonna go with some background color. 2D68 ATF. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Then font family. Let's go with this one. Okay, this looks better. For Marksheet, max width of 800 px, margin 20 px, auto, background color white, box shadow 0.5 rem, 1 rem, RGBA 000 with opacity 0.15. Border radius could be 5 px or even 10 px. Overflow hidden. Okay, getting into some shape now. For Marksheet header, you can use background color with linear gradient, 135°, 3A, 8EPA, 0%, and 2C, 3E, 50, 100%. Let's see. Cannot see any background. Let's see. What's the issue over here? For Marksheet header, I think I missed something here. It's background only, not color. Perfect. Now I can add more CSS to it. Color should be white, of course. Padding 20 px. Text align center. Position relative. So this should be enough for it. Let's see how it looks. Not bad. Now I can go to Marksheet logo, which is the icon obviously, width 80 px, height 80 px, background white, border radius 50%, display flex, align items center, justify content center, margin 0, auto 15 px, box shadow 0, 5 px, 15 px, RGBA with opacity 0.2. Okay, getting better. What next? For the student photo, do I have photo? Oh, I have not added the photo. Let's add the photo of the student, right? So for the photo, I think I can add it after the student marks it. Let me create a class, student photo. Inside it, I'm not gonna use image here as well. I will use icon. You can use image if you want. FA 3 times and text secondary. This should do my job. Let's see. Okay, there's the icon. Now I need to style it properly. So for the student photo, can specify width 100 px, height 120 px, border 3 px, solid white, position absolute, right 20 px, top 20 px, background color could be E9, TCEF, display flex, align items center, justify content center. Let's see now. Not bad. Now I can go for next one. Marksheet title. Font size could be on the higher side, 24 px. Font weight would be bold. Margin bottom would be 5 px. Okay. Then student info. Background color could be F8, F9, FA. Padding 15 px, 20 px. Border bottom 1 px solid, TE 2E6. Okay. Let's move on to info row. With this one, it would be display flex, flex wrap, and margin bottom 10px. Okay. For info item, flex 1, mean width 200px, margin bottom 5px. Perfect. Let's move on to info label. Font weight, let's go with 600, and the color 495057. Perfect. Then marks table, th, background color 3a 8EBA, color white, font weight 500. Nice. Now we can move on to the grades. Color to 8 A745. You can add multiple colors for B as well. So for B, it could be 17, A2, B8. Also, I can make it font weight bold, font weight bold. Let me add for C. The color could be FT7E14. Similarly, if you have more grids, you can add more. Now I'll go on to results section. Background color could be F8, F9, FA. Padding would be 15px, 20px. Border top 1px, solid TE to E6. Okay, looks good. Now the result box. Yeah, it's result box. For result box, maybe background color 128A745. Color obviously white. Border radius 5px. Padding 10px, 15px. Display inline block. Font weight bold. Perfect. Now for signature section, display flex, justify content space between, margin top, not bottom, top 30px, padding bottom 10px. Okay. For signature, text aligned center with 1kpx. Okay, this looks good. Signature line with 100%, border top 1px, solid black, margin bottom 5px. Not bad. Then let's see. Okay, now I can do one more thing. I can add some watermark, right? Let's see how do I add some watermark. So what I can do is, after this Marksheet, I can create one div where I can write something like Marksheet. You can write anything that you want as a watermark. Call it watermark. see. Okay, this is Marksheet, but I need it as a watermark. So I'll make use of some CSS watermark. So what I'm going to do here is make use of position absolute, top 50%, left 50%. Let's see. Yeah, it's here now. Now I will do transform, translate, -50%, -50%, so that it counts in the middle. Perfect, it's in the middle now. Next, I will rotate it as well. So rotate by -45 degree, not percentage. Yeah, getting better. Next up, font size 100 px. Yeah, makes sense. Then opacity. Let's go with 0.03. Very dim. Yeah. If you want it a bit bright, then you can go with. Okay, now let's go with 0.06. This should be the best one. Okay, perfect. Then I need to add color 000, which will be black. Pointer events none, so that I cannot select it. White space, no wrap. Okay, this is good. So as you can see, we have designed a good looking Marksheet. You can go on and add more features to it, such as export to PDF, or even you can attach some photos, dynamic photos. You can make it dynamic as well. No worries. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have provided a link in the video description below where you can find all the source code for this. Please subscribe us for more interesting and useful videos like this. This much for today. Cheers, guys.